Love that.
Hello.
Hello,
What's going on, everybody?
hello.
Welcome. We are here with the finals for the Beat the Creator. So we're going to be able to get a chance to hear who the winners will be. We're
Man,
so excited.
we're just
So
I,
healing from the beating
yeah,
that we
literally, I
got
mean,
beat up.
because y'all beat the creators. I mean, I'm gonna need a bandage,
Yep.
little ointment,
Finally, just
good
getting
night's
my
sleep,
finally just walking around on my own after that.
put some ice on it.
yeah, we got some great submissions. So thank you to everyone that submitted their scores, and we're excited to get to hear who they are. Why don't we do some quick introductions? I'm sure you guys know who we are since you're here, but we'll do it anyway. So I'm Carolyn Navarro with NASEF, Executive Assistant. So welcome. Go, Eric.
All right, yeah, my name is Eric, aka River, and I am a education content producer with Clever Like Studios. And speaking of Clever Like Studios,
The
this guy down
guy,
below us here.
this guy over here. Hey, everybody! I'm Brian, Clever Like Studios. We created this company and brought all these great people together to help kind of create fun learning experiences inside of video games. So that's who we get to play video games all day and tell people we're working. So
Not a bad gig.
not
It's
too
really
bad,
not.
not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
All right. Well, we're going to get straight into who the winners were. So, Eric and Brian, do you guys want to go ahead and take that away?
Yeah, I think
So
let's first recap. Like we played Farmcraft 2022, Eric and I think we were pretty good. We were prepared.
we were prepared.
We
We played it
communicated.
before. Admittedly, it was only two of us.
That's
We've
true.
done some gameplay with more folks, and they help do some of the lift.
We tend
You
to get a
know,
little
and
distracted at times as well.
a little bit.
We're not
We may
always on
talk
task.
over the gameplay a lot.
So we may have missed a few things here and there, but we ended up getting playing all 5 seasons and getting a score for the competitive season of 2022, and we posted that, and we challenged people to beat us. And what happened?
They done beat us, is what they did. So
Really beat
our
you
score was
guys.
1041. That was the number to beat. And we had a lot of submissions. So shout out. There were teams that didn't beat that 1041 number, but like still wanted to show they were participating in Farmcraft. They had fun with it. They gave us really great feedback. So not everyone who hit that submit button, made the 1041 mark, but they participated, they engaged, they had fun with it. Their feedback was awesome. So we loved that. But roughly, give or take, 30 teams, showed us the door, if you will. So yeah, we had a lot, quite a bit. So should we hear who they are? Do I
Yeah.
have to challenge myself to like read this without
I
tripping
like
over my words or catching my breath or?
I like when the on the comedy broadcaster like, and for the sports scores for this weekend, 27-13, 12-29, 17-14.
Do I
And they
need that
just read this.
inflection? Do I need it? Like I don't
They
know.
just read the numbers, no team names. Yeah.
No team names whatsoever. So I am going to read only the team names and actually not the numbers. We'll just stick to the team names
Nice.
because the challenge was to beat that 1041. So if we say your team name, you did it. You beat that 1041. I do want to point out a few things though. One, we have a lot of teams named after celebrities, and I want to point out that those celebrities didn't actively beat us. The kids with that team name beat us. Number one, and number two,
Allegedly.
and maybe I will shout out this team at some point. There was one team. Our score to beat was 1041. There was one team who got 1042.
Oh,
1042.
Mhm.
1 point. They beat us by 1 point.
Wasn't there a 1038 too? Like, I mean,
There were a few close
honorable
ones,
mention.
but literally, right, 1 point. 1 point. Like, and I wonder, like, now my brain goes, I wonder if they played it like a bunch of times and they were like, boom, got it, 1042. Hit submit.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Enough chat. The team names. Here we go. So again, we're reading these alphabetically. So these are the team names again, not the celebrities who played the game. So our first winners: Albert Einstein, Britney Spears. Good job, Albert Einstein and Britney Spears.
What a duo! What a duo!
Right? They were not together. They were
They
two
were not.
separate. Yeah, they played it
Yeah.
on.
Imagine if they were though collaborating those two.
I could see that. Right?
Magical.
That's a super group right there.
Yes.
Cool Kids Club, Crescent, Farm Fairies, Farm Fighters. And you know what? Farm Fighters, at first I was like, you can't fight the farm. And then I remembered the caterpillars. I was like, you can totally fight the farm. And that brings us perfectly to the segue to the next one, which is the Grim Reapers. Team Garden Warfare, by the way, they were the 1042.
Oh, nice.
Hot Cheetos. It's Corn. Of course, there was a team name called It's Corn, which is kind of perfect for Farmcraft. So.
Nice.
Kane, Carey, Liberators, Middlestead Class 2022, New Guys, Palm Esports 1. I bet you can guess who the next one is. Palm Esports 2.
Oh.
3?
There's no 3, but there is Provolone.
There is no 3.
We're making our way towards a good lunch because we had Hot Cheetos and we had Provolone.
There is no 3, but there's
Maybe
Provolone.
maybe lunch with Albert Einstein and Britney Spears.
Ooh. You could win if that was a prize you could win. I'd be like, okay.
But you would first have to fight this next group, or the next.
The Razors.
Okay. I jumped ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Robocraft. Now the next one I think is the one you were going for.
This is the one. Yeah.
Samurai Farmers.
Yeah, and if you win, then you get to invite this person's
Stephen Hawking's
memory as
I prop out all of like the teams that are naming their teams after really smart folk. The Stephen Hawking's, the Albert Einsteins.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Thorpe Area Team 1. The Creeper Jeepers.
I like
that sounds backwards. It's like the Jeeper Creeper. No. Creeper Jeepers.
Creeper Jeepers.
I like it. The Green Isles. The IDOTs. The Tiger Bites. And We Are the Farmers. So congratulations to all of those teams for submitting scores that beat ours. Well done.
Yeah,
well played.
good work. What participation. Unbelievable. I'm like shocked.
While we've got them up, their score wasn't the only thing we asked them to submit. We also asked them to describe their experience a little bit. Do we want to highlight some of those?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should.
Yes, yeah. I think we should.
And again, they ranged from everything from like really excited and happy about the experience to the struggles they went through to pure frustration, apparently. And again, some of them started off simple. It was good. It was fun. We love that, fun and entertaining. But we experienced how to plant crops and farms. We dealt with the struggles of natural disasters that farmers go through. Like, that's the experience, right? We wanted to take away. That was some of the feedback. I liked this. It was awesome, but the natural disasters were a little annoying. I love that we can describe natural disasters as just a little annoying. They're just a little annoying. Also had the caterpillars hid under the plants was definitely frustrating. That's by design.
One of some of the groups that didn't quite make it were talking about their struggles with trying to get to caterpillar without hitting their own plants and things like that. So I think there's even room for everyone to learn some new techniques and maybe even collaborate, get your friends playing, come up with new ideas. There's some feedback there that's maybe some room for to reveal some secrets that could help. And also, I think we gave away a lot of clues when we played.
We did. And you have that whole list of tips that are right on the site. So if you were frustrated with that and you're still planning, we want you, of course, to still participate in everything Farmcraft. Go read those tips because some of those are still going to be useful for Season 3, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. One of my favorite pieces of feedback, and it's short, is it was fun because I did not need to do schoolwork. So one, I feel you. And I'm saying that as an educator. And two, yes, you did. Totally fooled you. Ha! You learned a little bit about farming.
That's right. We snuck in the vegetables like we do. You thought you were playing games, didn't you?
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but thank you to all those teams that submitted. Congratulations to all those that beat our score. Thank you so much for all of the feedback and the information about your experience. It was a lot of fun to read. A lot of amusing comments, a lot of clever comments, a lot of positive feedback. It was great to read that, so thank you. And from there, I think we pass it off to Brian.
Yeah. One of my faves on that list is they did absolutely terrible the first night trying to beat the creator score. They kept playing, had a lot of fun, showed teamwork, and they were proud to have beaten the score. So I love that perseverance. Yeah. So
and iteration, we'll say it. We have to say
it. Yeah, we love iteration.
That's right.
Steve Isaacs needs to be included in that word.
Always and forever.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, so what we decided to do is make sure that all the people that were capable of beating our creator score is that you get all the 2022 Farmcraft special skins that were created, including the little bonus pack that I think very few people have seen before. So we have a little.
wanna
Not a lot of the
show
bonus
them?
packs were distributed, which means a lot of
Yeah.
people are either going to get all new skins that they didn't have, or at least some that they didn't have. You know,
Mhm.
All right. Well, maybe we should show them.
we can show them.
Okay.
Cool. So here's the 2022 the participant pack. So if anyone has since you participated in this version, whether you were in the like even if you didn't compete in the previous season, you are now part of the squad because you did compete officially in 2022.
Yeah,
so
you
this
did.
was your additional attempt.
My favorite one is the caterpillar because you get to like fight fire with fire. Be the caterpillar.
Be the caterpillar.
Be the caterpillar.
Yeah.
Channel your inner caterpillar.
There's two caterpillar ones. There's somebody with a caterpillar on their hoodie, and there's one that is the caterpillar.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
Special one.
Be the caterpillar.
I like the little blockhead, the characters that look like they're holding stuff on their heads. We have a whole skin pack devoted to that, so it's funny seeing one of those in there. But yeah, and then we have a little bonus pack, some extra environments, some extra biomes that you may not have seen before. So we have it looks like we have our temperate biome, our cold biome, and the island biome, which are extra skin packs that you'll have. And you could install these on your Minecraft Bedrock Edition, basically Education Edition, as well as on your mobile device or on your Windows 10 computer versions of Minecraft. Not the Java edition, but the Bedrock versions and Education Edition.
I do love that last one because the stars make the eyes.
Yes. Our artist is known for the glow. He does an amazing job with glowing textures.
Yeah, so we will send these to your adult sponsor. So the one that registered you are a child watching this, your adult sponsor will get them and they will send them to you. So don't worry, we'll get them to you next week and you'll have them. So I think we want to talk about Farmcraft 2023 a little bit now.
So now that we can, I guess it's not totally put to rest. It always exists, right? The Farmcraft 2022 world will always exist. It will always be there. The resources will be available if that's something that classes want to experience or teachers want to utilize with their students as a learning experience, because it is still fantastic. In fact, the Farmcraft 1 world still exists, but we want to talk 2023, right? Because this was our final event of 2022. This was the final event using that world file for the season, and we're ready to start the 2023 season very soon as we're wrapping up the year of 2022. So I don't want to give too much away, but we can talk about what the focus will be, what they may see or experience in there, and what's on the horizon. So, so first of all, the focus will be on not just farming, but specifically the transportation and the delivery of food from one place to another. So not just how is it farmed, but then how do we get it into, well, Brian likes to take it all the way into, how do we get into people's mouths, right? Not just food to table, but from food to table to mouth.
To the belly.
Right. Like, so how do we get food
to
to the marketplaces and the places where we get our food, right? Like when I go get my food, I don't, generally drive to the farm and be like, all right, farmer, I want one of those, pull that out of the ground, and I want one of those. No, right? I go to the store and the produce is there and I choose what it is I want from the store, but how did it get to the store? What was the transportation, system? And what are the challenges around that farmers have to, the decisions they have to make about transporting the farmed goods and things as well. So every season we talk about what choices and decisions that are difficult that farmers have to make. Well, transportation is one of them, and we're going to put a little bit more focus there as well. Brian, do you want to talk a little bit about what that looks like? Not fully, I guess.
Right.
Not full reveal, but what they might see in world regarding.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing here is that there will be multiple biomes, and the idea is that you will be providing a service to one of the biomes. So you have picked a target audience. So one of the things that's interesting about farmers, they have to decide like what crop to produce and how much and where is it going. And if there was a need and everyone tried to fulfill that need, then there would be too much and there'd be no market and it would be a problem. So thinking about like how do farmers figure out what food needs to be created and cultivated for that season, especially if like an area is impacted in some way that used to be a big supplier of a certain crop that is no longer able to deliver for this season. How would we, farmers have to consider all those things, and there's no guarantee for how their season is going to go and how much they're going to produce. So they're working with a lot of unknowns. And so, we're going to be playing some games to kind of address those talking points. And then we're going to be doing some farming because we like farming. So you'll be doing some of that. And then like Eric was saying, the transportation piece, another one of those things that's a little bit of an unknown and also kind of a restraint. You cannot drive a truck across the ocean.
I mean, you can't drive a truck across the ocean. I don't know.
Right. I'll speak for myself.
Don't speak for everyone now.
Exactly. So, dealing with the constraints of where your market is and where your crops are, and also the idea of like how much time are you taking? How much does it cost you to produce everything? So when it comes down to the very end, when there's a price tag on your crop, how many crops did you produce? What did it cost you to produce them? So all those kind of fun elements are going to be embedded in there one way or another, and it'll all be revealed to you. It's not going to be a big math word problem. It's going to be you playing video games, learning about the challenges that real farmers face. So that's what we do.
Oh, I'm excited. So
yeah, there'll be some cool new vehicles and things of this and machines that we're talking about. So we haven't seen them
game
yet,
mechanics.
but
so,
there's going to be a lot of new gameplay and things you've never seen in Minecraft before.
I haven't even got to see anything, so I'm excited to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be wondering, maybe how do you sign up? If you already registered for our Fall Farmcraft, you are already registered for Farmcraft 2023. So don't worry, you do not have to register again. You're good to go. If you go on NASEF.org, we'll start from the very beginning. You're here at the homepage. Don't forget to join NASEF. You'll get free curriculum and toolkits. You need all that. And then we can just go back to NASEF.org, go to Underplay, Minecraft competition, scroll down a little bit, and we'll have we're not.
No, we're wrapping
anymore.
up Fall Farmcraft.
We're wrapping up Fall Farmcraft.
You did this already.
Oh,
Nailed it.
I lied. You'll go to Farmcraft 2023, and you can click here, register if you have not done so already. You can scroll down a little bit. We got your team guide here. Check out all the rules and details. And we will start registration now. We are starting registration until April 7th, 2023. And then we'll be back with our live stream February 2nd. We'll get to kick off the preseason then, so don't forget to come back then.
And can we talk about how cool the logo is and how it keeps evolving every year, right? We had a little cow for season 1, and then we had 2 cows that were like buddies for season 2. And now our cow is transporting some goods there, like it's transporting the produce, and either really happy about it or really struggling to lift that into the wheelbarrow. I haven't decided based on the facial expression, but I like it either way.
Well, I think that's all that we have.
Yeah.
For the stream. So
we look forward to more participation for the next one. Let's go.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody. See you next one.
Congrats, everyone.